Hello, welcome to STH English. When Modi government decided to hold in abeyance the Indus Water Treaty, which itself is a document to cherish and document to quote and cite by all international organizations dealing with the rights of the upper and lower riparian states, when they decided to hold that in abeyance, there was much hope and jubilation inside Modi's close circles. Why was there jubilation? Because Modi has been telling them that we will make Pakistan suffer for every drop of water, that their fields will be parched lands, that their green acres will be turned to dust, and these people will beg for water to drink as far as India is concerned. And India, being the upper riparian state, will then decide which farmland is to look green, which farmland is going to become a desert, and who is to get water and who is to be denied the right life and live a life of absolute need for water, both for domestic consumption as well as industrial and agriculture purposes. That was the assumption. Now, the reality check by the weather conditions have revealed the exact opposite. India has to now release water where Pakistan's green acres are inundated, all right. But if you look at water as a weapon of war or as a tool of hydro diplomacy, India has absolutely failed on the first test of why they held the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance. The test was, would you be able to hold back water? Obviously, it goes without saying, you could not, but you said it to your public that we will make Pakistan a parched land because we will hold back their water. So they have not been able to hold back the water because you cannot hold back water. You don't have the capacity. And if you do that, as water ravages across the areas which are the catchment tributaries of the Indus, you would end up creating disasters in your own homeland. So what do? You think that water is a disaster, that we can send it downstream. Now, of course, there is devastation. If you look at Sutlej, if you look at Sutlej draining into Chenab and Chenab draining through Panjnad into the Indus, obviously all the three rivers are in flood. And if you look at the tributaries that move into Ravi, Ravi is also discharging at a high level. So yes, there is devastation towards the lower end of it, but you could not hold water. That is the point to remember. Pakistan can, manage its catchment area reservoirs. Pakistan can create structures to store water. But India's desire to make sure that Pakistan will be eternally condemned to a life of water deficiency lies tatters and rags, because that was an insane and inane policy to begin with. Come to the second part of it. Can India release enough water to inundate Pakistan? As I told you, yes, India can do that, but that's not out of any great strategic thinking, because that has got nothing to do with the way you would plan your policy. This is the way the water flows. It comes from the higher end to the lower end. Yes, you will be able to release water, but as I said, Pakistan can create storage capacity. Already there's talk of building about 170 small and big dams in order to store water. And with the climatic conditions what they are, you can be rest assured that there will be no shortage of water flowing down these rivers and these catchment areas. So if Pakistan creates structures, small dams, local harnessing capabilities and storage capacities, India's release of water will be like a gift to Pakistan. The more water they send, the more water Pakistan stores, and the greater our acres, and the greener our acres, the more productive our agriculture, and the better our economy. That India is still using Indus Water Treaty as a rod to beat Pakistan with. That is a theory. Pakistan did not get this intimation about flood water being released by India through Indus Water Treaty, and there is much hoo-ha over it. The Foreign Office of Pakistan has issued a statement that India ought to have done it through the mechanism of Indus Water Treaty. Instead, they chose to do it through diplomatic channels, which is unacceptable. Theoretical debate, it's fine. Pakistan needs to stick to its guns as far as the sanctity of the Indus Water Treaty is concerned, as far as its relevance is concerned, and its importance and salience is concerned. However, the practical implications of India not communicating or communicating to us which way the water is going, frankly, have been exposed, and India is on the losing side of it. Modi's entire plan to create a ring of hydro hostility around Pakistan has collapsed around his ears. It can neither store water nor can it hold back water. It has to release water by the force of water itself and the volume that it is generating because of the exceptional rains. So Pakistan cannot be held hostage to water threat by India. Pakistan, on the other hand, can legitimately harness the benefits of being a lower riparian state. Yes, right now it might look like an oddity to talk about the benefits of receiving more water, considering how many acres are inundated. There are about 0.1 million people who had to be evacuated. There's a lot of distress and discomfort and problem. But India's desire to choke Pakistan of its legitimate share of water is no longer workable. And that is the point that has to go into Pakistan's hydro policy. More water will be coming towards Pakistan, either out of machination or out of compulsion. And Pakistan needs to do something about utilizing this water flow. There are forecasts about long stretches of famine based on weather changes. That is going to intermingle with extra flow of water, and Pakistan has to prepare for both. So what these floods actually tell you are three simple things. Number one, when Modi said that we are going to starve Pakistan of water, he was basically lying to himself and lying to the public. People who danced in glee that Modi would be able to do this to Pakistan now should really hang their heads in shame and look at their own ignorance as water flows downstream. Number two, India will not be able to deny Pakistan water share when Pakistan needs it the most, if Pakistan is able to create more storage capacity. And that is the third and the most important and critical point. For Pakistan to break completely free of India's hydro blackmail, we need to start to draw the right lessons from water coming our way. And the next 2 years are going to be very crucial in terms of creating structures to store this water. If we're able to store this water, India can hold the treaty in abeyance or enforce it. It wouldn't really matter.